These mouse skates might be the last set you ever purchase. I say that because for a certain demographic, these mouse skates will be your last skates that would never need to be replaced from regular use. Pretty bold claim if you ask me, but I'm dead serious. These are the TJExclusives Xact skates. Custom made by TJX themselves, the Xact skates use an original hybrid plastic material that has never been used before on any other mouse skate on the market. From my experience, this different material has pros and cons, so it's not for everyone and I'm not going to claim it is, but if the cons are something you can either overlook or don't bother you as much, these skates could be the last $15 you ever spend on your mouse skates. So here are my opinions and thoughts. The TJX Xact skates seem to have insane durability. I've done some testing, and if you don't believe me, here you go. Keep in mind that was like 1/10 of the video of a time lapse, by the way. So you get the point. TJX has done some testing themselves too, and judging from their testing, it seems legit. Obviously, it is their testing, so I can't take that with a grain of salt. And if you can't take TJExclusive's words for it, then here's my own testing. So this is going to be a test before it's broken in, because I'm about to break this in, and I want to see how it feels. So right now, you saw how scratchy it sounds. Here's how it kind of looks under it right now with some minimal use, very minimal use, as you can see. Yeah, and I will be breaking this in, so let's see what changes, I guess. So this is how it's going to be when they're broken in. So as you can see, the noise is a little bit, the noise is definitely reduced. It feels smoother, makes less sound, which I personally like. Yeah, and I think it's giving off like a little shine, like ABS shine kind of. Can't be too sure about that. Giving my overall conclusion, what do I think about the TJExclusive Xact skates? I think some pros are that its durability is absolutely insane. I have used this for an ungodly amount of time, and I can tell you that these skates have not worn down. The biggest case of use is that they have a little bit of a shine now, kind of like when you use mice and they have like a little bit of like a shine on them once you hold them for way too long, that oily kind of shine. So it kind of has that, but in terms of like use, that is not really there. It's not really noticeable in terms of change. Another con is it's very loud on hard pads, so if sound is something that bothers you, then that might be a problem. I used to think that audio feedback was a big deal to me, but it turns out what bothered me more was surface in terms of how smooth it was. So, for example, I noticed that it just so happens that high audio feedback correlates generally with rougher sound and rougher smoothness, if that makes sense. But I found that with these actually have more smoothness, but they sound louder. So when I have headphones on, they don't actually feel that they don't feel like rough. So I actually do fairly enjoy using these, even though they are the loudest skates, or one of the loudest skates I've probably used. So that's going to be a downside. Like I said, speed-wise, relatively quick. I think they're pretty good speed. I don't know what to say really to that. They're just not super controlled, and they're not the fastest, but they are on the faster end. That's kind of just preference really at that point, so I don't have anything to say about it. But who do I think it's for overall? Well, I think it's for the people that just want to have one last skate that like they buy, forget about, never again worry about. So for about $15, you get a pair of Xact skates. And while that does seem expensive for a pair of skates, these are original in that they've literally never been used by anyone else, they're and whatnot. Their durability is essentially unmatched, and I personally don't think you will ever need to buy another pair unless you buy a new mouse. So I think that $15 is totally understandable. Unfortunately, with these skates being so original and custom, they're only available for certain mice. So here's the list of mice you can buy them on. I think for like the last pair of skates you'll ever buy, I think that's what the Xact skates are going to be good for. They are a great skate if you want like the full-size skate experience, but also you don't want to replace your skates, especially if you use like a hard pad. But yeah, these are going to be the durability consistent king, I think. And I think that's all I really have to say for the Xact skates. If you have any questions about them or anything like that, please feel free to leave them down in the comments below. I'd be happy to answer them. If you like this video, you want to see more reviews or anything like that, would appreciate a like and sub, but that's totally up to you. And I think I'll end my video there. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Peace.